Hi students and viewers, I am Madhu, your social teacher. Today our topic is Geography of 10th class, NCRT, okay, CBSE syllabus. First lesson of Geography, right? Resource and development. This is our lesson today topic. And in this lesson we are going to learn about what is resource and what is resource development, okay? Particular topics I am going to discuss with you. Say the resource, one of the gift of environment. What is resource? First we have to learn about resource. We have to know about resource. Okay? Say, for example, I am using this one. Okay. Right? This is marker. For me, this one of resource. Which means I am using this marker and some benefit I am getting. So it is called as resource. Okay? Right? Not only this one, whatever we are using different goods in our daily life, that may be pen, that may be book, that may be rice, that may be any mineral, that may be any metal, that may be any related to transport, all are come in resource only. So resource comes from the nature, okay, right? All the resources come from nature only, but we are molding that one, okay, with the help of technology and with the help of skill, with the help of some work, we are modifying the resources. Example, with the help of water, dam water, we are producing hydroelectricity, we are using technology, and with the help of coal we are using thermal electricity, with the help of coal. The same way, natural environment here, natural resources are there. What is called natural resources? uh, Nature, that mean gift of nature, okay. See, our river water, our forest, air, minerals, all are come under natural resources. So that is not made by man, that is not made by human thing, which means that made by nature only, God gifts on that one, okay, right? So the resources are some are resources in renewable, some are in non-renewable. So which some renewable resources I will say. Example, the solar energy, wind energy, hydel energy, biogas. These are all come under renewable energy, source of energy. And non-renewable energy, which means once we are using, no, that will not come again. Example, mainly fossil fuels like coal, petroleum come under non-renewable resources, which means once we are using, no, again it will not come. Exhausting one. Okay. Now coming topics I will explain you. See, the classification of resources we are going to learn now based on origin. First one, biotic and abiotic. Two types of resources are there. Biotic, what you mean by biotic? Bio, that related to biosphere, which means living things, all living things like plants, flora and fauna, means we also humans also come under biotic resource only. All living things, that may be plants, that may be animals, that may be wild animals, that may be dense forest, that may be people, okay, come under biotic resources. And abiotic resources means that not made by, that not comes under living things, okay, mainly the minerals, metals, factories, things, okay, these are all under abiotic, which means the resource not have the living condition, abiotic. And based on exhaustibility, how we are classifying the resources. Exhaustible means once we are using, no, that will comes and again come under renewable resources. like solar energy. Always the flow will be solar. Sunrises we are getting daily, we are using solar. Come under renewable resources. At the same time, wind energy. At the same time, tidal energy also come under renewable resources. And come to non-renewable resources. Just now I told we are using mainly fossil fuels like coal, petroleum, natural gas. We are using, no, that will not comes again. Example, we are using bikes. 1 liter of petrol we are used and some kilometers we traveled. After the consumed petrol, burned petrol will not come again. These come under non-renewable source of energy. Clear? And students, you see, based on ownership. Based on ownership. The resources classified into based on ownership. Also, individual resource and national resource, community resource, and international resource. So, children, we are going to learn each and every. What is mean by individual resources? Example, now in villages we are seeing the farmers. They have own land. Some farmers have 2 acres land, some farmers 5 acres, some farmers 10 acres based on their financial condition. Okay. So whatever it is, the ownership related to individual. They have normally we have property also. Okay. Say some people have buildings or apartments, flats. Okay. These are all come under individual property. And comes to national resources. National resources nothing but that resources completely related to government. Government means people only, but government means that entire people can be used. Railways, example, railways, river canals, and post offices, and public parks, burial grounds, schools, government schools. These are all come under national resources. And national resources, the ownership related to completely the ownership under government. Okay, that may be banks also, that may be transport system like RTC or railways, that may be coal mines also. But community based resources, what is mean by community based resources? The resource which can be used by community, like example public parks. Best example, public parks, even libraries, and you see burial grounds, graveyards come under community based resources. And what is called international resources? What is called international resources? Nearly in ocean we have ocean coast. India we have border with coast with Indian Ocean and Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. From the edge, which means coast area, to nearly 220 nautical miles come under international resources. Means 220 nautical miles of resources comes to in the economical zone of international, that can be used by the related country. And nearly 22 kilometers, 12 nautical miles completely related to that coast of country. Maybe India, from example, from Bay of Bengal coastal area to nearly 22 kilometers, ownership related to completely India. After nearly 220 nautical miles come under international one. Okay. What is potential resources? Potential resources. Potential resources. Best example I will say. Example in Rajasthan, dry area, but abundant sunrise is there. Abundant source of energy in sunrise, solar energy. At the same time, wind flow is velocity of wind is high. But till now, due to infrastructural facilities to set up the windmills or solar energy, to set up the solar plants purpose, very tough to construct that one, to establish that one. So the energy is wasting. That type of resources come under potential resources, which means the resource is ready, but not yet being used, not yet been utilized, come under potential type of resources. And developed resources. Developed resource means, for example, resource is there. The quality and quantity known to the organization or institution, then only it is called developed resources. For example, coal miners are there. Coal mines are there. Open cast mine. They are before only surveying. After that, the quality and quantity they know. The quality and quantity they know, and they are utilizing the resources based on surveys. Okay, clear? And development resource, these purpose government doing the surveys, and why? Because in future they want to dig the resources. Maybe that maybe mineral means they want to dig. So the quality and quantity, if they know only, then only they are able to collect the resource from the getting areas, maybe that underground petroleum, no, in seashore. Okay, they are drilling the grids, okay, drills in underground of the